Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of the eronique-Log, or as professionals like to call it, a vlog. And we are back! And while I am here searching for amazing things to get for my birthday party with my fam, I thought there would be no better day than today, Groundhog Day, again.
Well, it's Groundhog Day, again?
To do a way back in the past episode of the vlog, taking place at the Whitlock Collections in San Marcos, curated by Ramon Hernandez. So don't go anywhere, check it out. That's my dress. I made it. Hi, I'm Shelly Lares, and this is my outfit. I made it with my own bare hands. Blood, sweat, tears, all Tejano. My hat doesn't fit her.
In my opinion, that's what Mexican American, the culture of the music is. It's bilingual music in my case. Of course, I come from a different era. I have a lot of influence from the 40s. When you say that Tejano, or I call it Chicano music because before it was called Tejano. It was, for me, it's always been Chicano Mexican American. But it is a true form of an American art music that's really has not gotten the attention and the highlight and the spotlight, I should say, that it deserves.
I say this in my shows, and I've said it to big executive people in Nashville, that Tejano music and Tejano artists and musicians are the best ever because we are the most diverse. And I say that because we're the only genre, or artists, you can say, musicians, that can do any type of music and do it just as well, if not better. I actually started in 81, 82, when I was 10 years old. I started with an orchestra, like these guys continue to play it. And they were called the Hot Tamales Band. And so when I started, there were only 5 females. It was myself, Selena, Patsy Torres, Janie C. Ramirez, I'm sorry, maybe more, Elsa Garcia, and am I missing somebody? Laura Canales. Those were the females that I had to look up to, and that was it. Not even on 2 hands could you count the females. I was always told that it's a male-dominated genre, but I never really let that, intimidate me too much, because I've had the luck of having made great friends who are males and pretty much took me under their wing. I shared this story. I did a show with Little Joe a few weeks ago. I was performing at a little hole in the wall in San Antonio called the OP, the Other Place. And I knew Joe's music. I didn't grow up listening to singing Tejano. I knew of it because I would hear it at parties and quinceañeras and whatever. And I learned of Little Joe because my brother-in-law was a huge fan of his. So my brother-in-law would play his records all the time when I'd go to the apartment. So that's how I knew Little Joe. And I was performing at this hole in the wall, and they were like, Little Joe's here. And I was like, what? Where? I had to stand on the chair because he was kind of short.
Little by little, the Tejano thing was happening for me. And so I started to see a lot of light, but because of Talk to Me already, it was already taken off. In my senior year, 1959, when I graduated, I had the #1 song in the whole nation, in the #1 spot, a song called Talk to Me. It took me as far as Dick Clark's American Bandstand, so we did all that, but life for me was moving way too fast for me. So again, not knowing where we're going, try to grab the nicer things because I couldn't grab all of them, because I didn't know what the hell we're doing. So whatever I thought would get us in the direction that we were wanting to go was great. Till one day we were going to play a battle of the bands in Fort Worth, Texas, with a group called Legends Joe and the Latinos. I said, what? What the hell were you thinking? He said, look, it's out of tempo, man, and man, they're good, and it's going to be called Battle of the Bands. I said, okay. We went into Fort Worth. I know Joe remembers, gosh. Cars were parked for miles. Gosh, wanted to see what the buzz was about. And I didn't know Joe. Joe didn't know who I was. We met there, and we're saying, what is going on? Look at this. Have you seen so many Chicanos in one place, man? They're coming out the windows, man. We're gonna have a second performance, get these people out and get the others one back in. It was just amazing. Every time I was gonna play with Little Joe, man, you guys are gonna have to practice for a week. We got Joe on Saturday. So, and only to tell you that it was good for us because it made us refine our wares more and more, become better and better and better. And almost to the point that if Joe's had a big record, I'm gonna have one bigger. And it's easy to say, but how in the hell am I going to do it? Because it kind of is way different from what he's doing. And then now, I'm going to do mariachi, and Joe say, what the hell are you doing? You know, we can't do mariachi, man, but okay, I'm going to take a shot at mariachi, and then he'd come up with a bigger one than mine. And I got to go find something else, because now we're not going to be in mariachi either. It's like what Shelley was saying, we're so versatile that we like everything, and we can do everything very decent. We do country, we do Tejano, we do oldies, we do rock, we do mariachi, we do everything. And it's a shame that it hasn't come up to the level where it should.
Wait till you hear my next record.
Steggy, what did you think of today's episode? Thought it was great. I thought so too. Guys, please make sure to support your local and state museums. Actually, any museum. Support any and all museums because they continue to keep and preserve not only our culture, but our history. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Till next time, puro amor, puro besos, puro Tejano. Bye!
It's better not to talk at all.